could Cumbria get a brand new port? No, not by the sea, and actually, no, not an airport, but actually a port in the middle of the land. No, bear with me on this. How's that going to happen? Well, the government's plan to create so-called free ports can include rail ports as well, and that's exactly what one local councillor and businessman wants to do in the Eden area. First, though, with a bit more on exactly what a free port is, here's BBC Radio Cumbria's political reporter Bob Cooper.
Free ports are nothing new. They existed in the UK until 2012, but the current government wants to revive them. The idea is that a particular area can import goods without paying any customs duties. It also involves other tax cuts and fewer regulations. The lower costs are supposed to attract business and create jobs. Ministers want at least 10 free ports in the UK and started inviting bids last month. Here's the Chancellor, Rishi Sunak.
Areas with enhanced tax incentives, other support and also easier customs processes mean that you can attract investment, create jobs.
Cumbria's local enterprise partnership is developing a bid which is looking at Carlisle Lake District Airport and seaports in Barrow and Workington as potential sites.
That was BBC Radio Cumbria's political reporter Bob Cooper. I'm joined now by Jonathan Davis, a town and parish councillor and businessman from Penrith, who's putting together his own Freeport bid for the Eden area. Jonathan Davis, what will this actually involve then? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike. What we're looking at delivering is a rail hub just outside Penrith, along with a tax area, as Bob's piece introduced there, that would cover a 600-hectare zone to the west of Penrith. Key part of this is obviously, given the current situation with COVID and the massive economic impact that's delivering, not just here in Cumbria but across the UK. We see the invitation by government to develop free ports as a way of helping rebuild and reboost the local economy that's been very reliant on the tourism and farming sector for ever and a day, basically.
What will it actually bring to the area, though, do you think?
Well, what it will bring to the area is a pattern of vision for the future that can see inward investment, can see job creation, can see the Eden area finally diversifying its core economy. As we've already heard, there is a bid being put together by the local enterprise partnership and the county council to look at using the airport, to look at using seaports along the west coast. The issue there is, yet again, Eden is being omitted from major infrastructure. Now, we've got the West Coast Main Line running right through the heart of Eden. We've got the M6 and the A66 right in the heart of Eden. And we see them as being key to the delivery of a free port that will open up the rail network, will deliver a low to zero carbon free port that will give the potential, opposed to a massive increase in carbon emissions from aeroplanes flying into the airport, and the associated road transport that's going to happen with goods around the area.
Do you think your bid actually has a chance though as a new build against other already established ports?
Yeah, well, I mean, the actual Freeport zone can actually extend to a 45-kilometre area of Cumbria, which would encompass a large part of Cumbria with the actual Freeport. The tax area is a lot smaller, obviously, and linked with the port hub. And there is absolutely no reason why it couldn't stand a chance of being successful. The government is looking for innovation, it's looking for new ways of doing things, it's looking up for opening up. Until recently, rail wasn't included. As you've heard, the government only just put the offer forward on the proper prospectus on the 16th of November, and they expect the bids in by the 5th of February, so it's a very short window. We've got an opportunity here to really unlock the potential of the Eden Valley and the wider communities around, and we see this as, at the end of the day, we've got to go for it. We can't just plod along as normal. We've got to take the opportunities, and unfortunately, the local enterprise bid isn't including Eden, as we've said, and we see this as being, if nobody else is going to do it, we've got to step forward and try. There is the great potential to utilise the M6 for local transport and the rail network to bring international imports and exports of goods in and out of the UK in a way that would be low carbon and would be innovative. The government is key that innovation has got to be part And establishing a new hub and a new port for goods would help ease the issues we've seen recently.
We need to leave it there, Jonathan. We must move on. But thank you. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Good luck with your bid as well. That's Jonathan Davis, local businessman and town and parish councillor in the Penrith area.